Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world, and good October. It's a whole brand new month going on, and well, a lot of change is about to happen really fast. Both for me personally, for you personally, for anyone and everybody. I mean, depending on where you're at in the world, you've probably already seen the spooky decorations already out at all the different stores and whatnot, and your favorite coffee place is just going pumpkin crazy, and it's definitely going to be all right, we're in the home stretch, is the best way to put it. Like there's gonna be a lot of stuff happening between now and the year 2027, and not 2027. Wow, I'm so bad. I'm so I'm bad at dates. Between now and the year 2026, I think what it is I have a tendency to look at what are those things called? Um, not license plate stickers, like registration stickers, and I just kind of go off the date off of that one. But they're all like 2026 at this point. But yeah, a lot between now and the end of the year, and quite frankly, I'm happy to be a part of it with you guys. So hopefully we can get to make a whole bunch more memories along the way. But in the meantime, we're here. We're having a great time. Hopefully, I'm wishing you the best so far in your day, and we'll just kind of progress from that point, moving onward. Um, but today, the big question that I have to ask is: do you ever feel like a roadblock? It's a difficult question to answer. I would assume, at least for me, it can be a little bit difficult at times. There's been times in my life where it's been a lot more difficult, but I'd say the time where it has been most relevant, and the time where I struggle with it the most, is basically, I'd say kind of like in my, not just like my marriage, but my overall relationship with my wife. We were more or less friends, and then we started dating and kind of became best friends through the process and whatnot. And it's safe to say that the people who we are now are not entirely, who we were back then. And that's for better, but it's also for worse. And that's where I come up with the struggle of being a roadblock. Like, has she had maybe like dreams or things whatnot, like how do you word it? Like, has she had dreams and goals and just her general comfort in being herself? Have I been intrusive upon those things? And I'd say, when it comes to like being like a good sibling, or being a good friend, or especially if you're being somebody who's in a relationship, the last thing you want to be is an inconvenience or a hindrance to somebody. And I feel like that's one of the things that's most difficult for people to kind of grasp. Am I being a burden to somebody? Am I in their way from them being the best possible version of themselves that they want to be? And it's one of those things. Like, I feel like the most honest answer that somebody can usually have is like, I don't think that I am, but I also wouldn't be maybe not so much like wouldn't be surprised, but like if I am a hindrance to somebody, I would like to know, if that makes any sense. Like, the long and short of it is like, I love her very much, and I want to see all of her hopes and dreams and goals be accomplished and come true and all that stuff. And if there's anything more, as her husband, as her friend, as her partner, that I could do to, I mean, first and foremost, not hinder her, but more so to support her in that, that's something that definitely matters to me. And not everybody is married or in a relationship or anything like that. Well, but in actuality, we're all in a relationship to some degree with someone, whether it's a familial relationship, like a brother sister type thing, or maybe we're in a romantic relationship. As I said, maybe it's your spouse or partner or anything like that. But then there's also people who are just like in your friendship, and even though people may not necessarily use this term on a regular basis, when you're in a friendship, yeah, it's a type of relationship. It's how you interact with your friends, your buddies, your pals, your chums, and it's just as important in your friendships as it is in any other more what somebody might arguably say more important type of relationships, that you try to not be a hindrance. Now, I'm not saying that like you need to bend over backwards and like take care of somebody, but we need to be focused on kind of like, like it's kind of the I guess one way to put it is kind of like the libertarian mindset, where it's person A can do whatever they want so long as it doesn't disrupt person B's rights or freedoms or anything like that. It's kind of like that in a way, where it's like, I want to do all of the things that I want to do for my life, and I want my friends to be able to do all the things that they want to do with their life. And as long as we're not stepping on each other's toes, it's probably a good thing, and we should try to support each other on those life decisions. Follow my drift? And that's where the idea is like, do you ever feel like a roadblock comes in? Do you ever feel like your friends or your partner or your family member or somebody who's really important to you is coming up short in their life or in their walk or in their purpose due to being affiliated with you? Do you think you're a negative influence on somebody's life? And mind you, again, I'm not trying to say this as a way of being what's the word? I'm not trying to be accusing anybody, making anybody feel bad or worse or anything like that. No, by no means. I ask this because it's a very real thing, honestly. So it's just a really real thing. It's something that all sorts of people go through, myself included. I've had more times than I'd like to admit, where I just kind of feel like I can be the problem or the wrench in somebody's plans. They're trying to do their best to be their best, and perhaps their affiliation with me disrupts that. Like, think about it like this way: you have a friend, right? And their dream is to finish school, go get enrolled to their dream college, get through there, get their degree, and become whatever it is that they're dreaming. Maybe it would be a doctor or attorney or something like that. So, school's very important to them. They need to do all their studying. They need to do all the academic stuff. If they come up short at any part of this, then the likelihood of them accomplishing their dream is compromised. Okay. So then you call them up, and mind you, there's no malicious intent. I don't believe that about you, that you have any malicious intent. I believe that you always mean well. But just like myself, sometimes we don't necessarily think about the bigger picture. I mean, it's so hard when the only picture in front of us is just the little one that's easily observed. But you invite them to like a party or to hang out or to like do anything other than focus on their studies, and you may try to pressure them into it, like, oh man, come on, it's been so long since the last time we hung out. Come on, you can put off the books for like a moment, right? And maybe it doesn't actually affect them in the grand scheme of things. Maybe it does affect them in a very big way, and it's just kind of like in between. Like where are we with this? Like, does this make us feel like we're good people in their lives? Does it make us feel like we're potentially like very disruptive people who keep people away from their dreams? That's what I mean by the roadblock. And again, I gotta reiterate, we're not trying to be malicious with anything. It's just perhaps our best intentions are misaligned with their goals, and thus we suggest things potentially more than what we should be that are contrary to what they might want or need in their life. And it can be difficult to be respectful of somebody's wants, wishes, and dreams. that's just life. We're human beings. Again, I come back around to it. This isn't because you're trying to be malicious. So you're intentionally trying to ruin their life or their plans or whatnot. It's just you're ultimately trying to improve their life by saying, "Hey, bro, like chill. Like maybe you should hang out, go to the mall or something. Just like relax." And the reality is, what they're doing right now, maybe they're studying or something like that, preparing for their big test. That, in actuality, is the actual thing that they need to be doing if they're taking their dreams seriously. And the reason I ask this, do you ever feel like a roadblock or a hindrance or a stumbling block in somebody's life is not it's not an accusation to warrant your guilt. I'm not saying that you're guilty of this. All I can really vouch for is myself. I am guilty of this from time to time, and what I can do, and what you and anybody else can do, is be aware. Be aware that you are causing some sort of disturbance in somebody else's life, and that their success hinges on your understanding and support. And the easiest way to go about that is this: you look at them and you say, "Hey, you want to hang out?" Like you're afford to like make a mistake in judgment, an error in judgment. Say, "Hey, you want to hang out?" And they say, "No, I really got to study." And you look at them and you say, "All right, cool, I got you, no problem, I understand." And you just go about your day, right? Like you're showing them this understanding, the support. You're establishing yourself as a light in their life. And then what they do in return is they understand that when they want to hang out with somebody, you're numero uno on that hangout list, because you're the person when they needed to be buckling down and focusing on their life. You're the one who said, "Yeah, no hard feelings. I got you. You do you, and I'll be right here." So then when they finally get the time to hang out, they're going to look at it and say, "Well, I want to hang out with this guy because he was completely understanding to my goals. He was supportive of it, and he allowed me to do the best for myself. So I want to give him the best that I can offer in return now." I had no idea this thing was called a Newton's Cradle. Anyway, enough about all that. Let's talk about Animal Crossing. So, uh, one per customer per day. Okay, gotcha. So it is August, not August. Man, I'm so bad with dates. All right, double checking, making sure he won't let me. It is October now, which means we have a lot of new change every time a month changes. Interesting. Cool. Won't know till you plant it. With the new month, that means we have a lot of new things. As you can see, we have candy now at the shop. Basically, you can buy candy 31 days out of them throughout October. They are key in the Halloween stuff that happens at the end of the. Wow, I didn't even know Leaf was here. I would have bought it from Leaf. Does he sell me any cheaper? Do you have any other food also? Like, oh, give me a recipe for a hedge. Leaf, do you have a different type of plant that I can buy off of you, please? So you got the pumpkins. Is he selling them half off? I mean, if he's selling them half off, I feel bad that I just wasted all my money. Okay, they're not half off. Tomatoes. I have tomatoes, right? I think I have tomatoes. I think I have tomatoes. I don't remember if I have tomatoes, guys. I have potatoes, carrots, wheat. No, I don't have tomatoes. So we're going to buy these hyacinths. Then we're going to buy the tomatoes. And then we're going to freak out because our garden's too small for our new plants. So we might need to make our garden even bigger. What we probably should do is move our house at some point. But I kind of want to, what's it called? Pay off all the debt before I move the house. With this one, the last thing we should need would be sugarcane. We don't have any food recipes just yet, so there's that, but we will have a full garden pretty much. We're also missing half the fruit as well. We need apples, peaches, and oranges. So we'll get those pretty soon. At some point, we'll get to a point we'll start doing mystery islands once we have our everything over here pretty much all set up. Do you have a DIY for a fence that I want? Not really. I'll take the stone fence. I already have the stone fence. Okay, so I don't need it. If we're gonna have to extend our fence that's around our garden, then I would like to get, you know, some more fence bits. I don't know if I have the recipe already for, whoops, the fence, but we'll see. We'll check real quick. I do have this though. It's some more Nook miles. Cool. But there's going to be lots of Halloween decoration. If you had the bigger Nook's Cranny, which we don't currently have, they also sell, what's it called? Just going to have to move our springy horse. And a lot of these flowers. Make sure we actually have room to move these flowers too. Just these ones. So that should give us enough room to plant the, I guess we'll put the tomatoes here. Just stand in one spot, and this should allow us to plant them all. They sell like some of these spooky furniture items that way. The other one is, I think Jack gives you the, what's it called? DIYs and whatnot for making the stuff, the different spooky furniture. So it's a combination of the two of those ones that you get out of it. But other than that, I don't think there's any like huge notable change. I believe next month they will also have, what's it called? Mushrooms that pop up around the island, which are also used for food recipes as well. So definitely going to want a bunch of those too. But good news is our little garden's coming along real nicely. So making a lot of progress, you know. Now we still need to get all the food DIYs, obviously, so we can start cooking them up. And we need to put a kitchen in the house too. Yeah, I definitely think what we can do is we can maybe move these around at some point in the future. We can put the house somewhere else and basically keep this general design going on. Just kind of have like a little walkway down here. You have room for some sort of decoration in the process. I don't think we would want to have it like right here. The moment people show up on the island, but that couldn't be a thing because the house is 5 wide instead of the other way. Oh, another cool thing that they start doing at October is, you know, if you like Halloween, then you understand there's like candy, trick-or-treating, and one of the big things is going to be costumes. And the Able sisters will be selling a lot more costume worthy items. So we can go check those out real quick and see what they have. Make sure to always say hi to Sable. You can't really tell that she's getting friendlier, but she's getting there, bit by bit. Anyway, so let's see what they have for sale here that we might want to wear. That's not so bad. I got good pants. See, I don't mind. Oh, I do mind cropped pants. See, I don't mind them so much, but you know. Let's see. Any good hats? I already have this hat, but maybe another. Oh, I don't know about that. Yeah, we'll run with it. Any better socks? Oh wow, loafers? I never wear loafers. Not in game or in real life. Yeah, seems perfectly tacky to me. Unless we want these nice country socks. Yeah, no, not even. Cool. That'll be our look for now. So, not a lot of costumes. I mean, they have little horns over here that you can buy, as well as some other things. But cool. But not too much going on other than that. Let's check out where our debt is currently also. We are making a bit of progress with that. I know there has been a huge focus on it. That's a banded dragonfly. He is making a joke out of me currently. Oh, come on. Alright, so he's heading for the ocean, which means... Assuming I didn't lose him, which I think I did. Oh, no, there he is. So I gotta corral him towards the ocean. That's the smart way to do it, because, like I was mentioned the other day, he'll get to the ocean, and he'll just stop, because he doesn't know what to do. And that's the easiest way to catch them. And I think they're like easy 8,000 bells. If bug catching is your way of paying off your debt, that's the way to go. But what I'm trying to do now, currently, is I'm trying to collect all the bugs, because I'm realizing September is now in the past, right? So we are missing opportunities to catch certain bugs and fish and critters and whatnot to complete our model collection in the future. So gotta be wary of that one. But I know we don't have 100,000, but we should have the 48,000, which gets us. I think we're gonna be down to 200. Oh, we're almost there. So what we might do, guys, is during tomorrow's stream, we might just pay off this loan. How much is it? 48. So we need 47,800, and that should make it a nice even 448. Perfect. So now we just need the last 100,000, and we're pretty much there to pay off the house, and that'll get us the third room on the first floor, and then after that there's the top floor, and then the basement, and then the house is done. So we're pretty much almost done. Going to cost quite a bit to get there, but hey, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this has been a lot less stressful than the last time. Me paying off the debt, so I'm pretty stoked about that. But cool. So in the meantime, I think that's about it, guys. That's kind of where it comes from. Didn't mean to sit down, but you know. All I can really say beyond that is taking it full circle, coming back to where it all began. Feel free, let me know in the comment section if you can relate to this, if you have any correlation with it. But do you ever feel like a roadblock? That's to a partner, a friend, a family member, just anybody close to you who you would say that their hopes and dreams and goals are as important to you as they are to them, and you want to see them be successful. mean, truly, that's what we want. We want to see. That's not just that we want to have success in our lives. We want to see success in the lives of those who we care about. And if you've ever felt like you've been a bit of a stumbling block, or if you haven't felt it, but you're starting to like realize that well, maybe I have been, just take a moment, take a deep breath, and ask yourself that: have I been a roadblock to somebody I care about? And if so, what can I do to be a more supportive partner, friend, family member, so on and so forth? That's what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the day. And hopefully, it's all good news and great vibes from you guys. I hope you all remember that I love you, God bless, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow. And until then, well, toodles.